What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the PlayStation 5 again. So if you're not aware, the PlayStation 5 is real, it is confirmed, and in this video we're going to be talking about the software, that means the games that I think are going to be on the PlayStation 5. So if you're not aware about the PlayStation 5, I strongly recommend you guys look at my news video that I posted about the PlayStation 5, the hardware specs, the some of the details, the feature set. Strongly recommend you guys check that out in the description below. But yeah, guys, we're going to be talking about everything PlayStation 5 games. We're going to talk about, big time third-party titles. We're going to be talking about first-party titles and a bunch more. Now, this list will contain rumored games and some unannounced titles, but these are the games that we should all keep on our radar, especially whenever it comes to E3 2019 and 2020. The first one we're going to talk about is a no-brainer, and that is, of course, Cyberpunk 2077. That is being developed by CDProjektRed, and it was revealed at last year's E3 in 2018 during the Microsoft press conference. Guys, this game is going to be huge, and it will 100% release on the PlayStation 5, as well as the PlayStation 4, Xbox titles, and of course, PC. This is going to be the first cross-gen title that I could see being a big, heavy hit on both the PlayStation 4 and the PS5. Now, as I mentioned before in the video, I said that we're going to be covering not only first-party titles, but we're going to cover third-party titles as well, and Cyberpunk 2077 is a multi-plat, and it's a big one. The next game on my list is Ghost of Tsushima. The year is 1274. Samurai warriors are the legendary defenders of Japan until the fearsome Mongol Empire invades the island of Tsushima, wreaking havoc and conquering the local population as one of the last surviving samurai. You rise from the ashes to fight back, but honorable tactics won't lead you to victory. You must move beyond your samurai traditions to forge a new way of fighting, the way of the ghost, as you wage an unconventional war for the freedom of Japan. That was the description on their game page. It's being developed by Sucker Punch Studios. It is an action-adventure game being developed for the Sony PlayStation 4, but we can almost guarantee the Ghost of Tsushima will be releasing for the PS5 as well. And as a quick note, just so you guys know, if this game doesn't release for the PS5, PS4 games are backwards compatible, so it's going to be on the console either way. I can almost guarantee that every first-party title by PlayStation will receive a patch that improves performance, graphics fidelity, and all of that stuff for the PlayStation 5. Now, the next game on my list is Death Stranding, the game we know so much about, but nothing at all, being developed by Hideo Kojima Productions. It is still in development, and this is the first game by Kojima Productions, which is undergoing a pretty long dev cycle, and it seems very likely that we will see Death Stranding on both PS4 and PS5, most likely with a graphics update. And actually, Mark Cerny alluded to this fact in a recent interview. The next game on my list is being developed by Avalanche Software, the new Harry Potter role-playing game, or at least that's what the leak says it's going to be. If you guys haven't seen my video in the past, it's looking like we will be getting a Harry Potter RPG developed by Avalanche Software. It is definitely in the works. We don't know if it's actually going to be canned or if it's going to happen. This might just be a marketing thing to try to get investment dollars, but it's been leaked. There's a bunch of rumors going around. We could see this game at E3 2019 with a 2020 release date. So this is another game that we could expect to see on the PlayStation 5. Being a Harry Potter fan myself, I want this game to release. I will buy it on the PlayStation 5 in an instant if it's actually real. This next game is once again a no-brainer, and that is going to be God of War 2. Guys, Boy of War 1 was such a huge success for Sony, the PlayStation, and Sony Santa Monica, so a sequel is inevitable, especially at this point. This game will likely be a PlayStation 5 title, and with how long these games take to develop, we're definitely not going to see it on PlayStation 4. It will almost certainly be a game that's exclusive to the PlayStation 5. Now, the next one on my list is going to be a multiplayer title by Guerrilla Games. So if you're not aware, Guerrilla Games is the developer of Killzone, Horizon Zero Dawn, and a couple other things. So not only is it rumored that they're going to be working on Horizon Zero Dawn 2, but they have another online multiplayer game being developed. Now, they recently rehired the director of Rainbow Six Siege to work on this project, so this might be a new IP, but it also could be a brand new entry in the Killzone franchise, or it could be a brand new first-party IP for PlayStation 5. As much as I'd like a new Killzone, I would be definitely down to see what Guerrilla Games can do on a new IP that's a multiplayer-focused game. And speaking of Guerrilla Games, Games Horizon Zero Dawn 2. Horizon Zero Dawn was a great success for Guerrilla Games and the Sony PlayStation 4, so it seems only obvious at this point we will see a sequel to the first game. I personally enjoyed the heck out of Horizon Zero Dawn, and it would be ashamed if we didn't get Horizon Zero Dawn 2 on the PlayStation 5. Now, the next one is a big multi-platform title that we will be getting on PlayStation 5, and that is Elder Scrolls 6. Elder Scrolls 6 was teased at last year's E3 during the Bethesda E3 conference, which is rumored to be using a new engine with a rumored 2021 or 2020 release date. Bethesda has been known to only reveal games with a release date that is close, and they have got no problem keeping it silent until their games are ready for launch. Obviously, Fallout 76 is an exception to this, but it's likely this will be a next-gen title for the PlayStation 5. I really hope they take their time with this game because I want them to get it right. I want a new engine for the new Elder Scrolls game, and I don't want this game to have the launch that Fallout 76 had, even though I don't think it's possible at this point. Todd Howard, please make sure it works, buddy. It's gotta work. Going back to first-party titles, Marvel Spider-Man 2. This one is a huge no-brainer. Insomniac did an incredible job with Marvel Spider-Man. It was an amazing game, and it only makes sense for the sequel to happen on the PlayStation 5. I can't imagine how Marvel Spider-Man 2 would look, especially with ray tracing, because as you guys know, the PS5 is supposed to have ray tracing. So think of climbing up buildings and just seeing the light reflection off of those buildings. That would not only make the game look better, but it would improve the immersion. I would actually feel like Spider-Man. I really hope you guys understood that meme. But yeah, I want ray tracing in the new Spider-Man, and I don't think Insomniac will disappoint us. Moving along to a huge game by Naughty Dog, and that is going to be Last of Us 2. It's almost guaranteed that the game will be released on PlayStation 5 as well as PS4. That's exactly how they did Last of Us Part 1, which I have still yet to beat. So I'm definitely going to have to get onto that before Last of Us 2 releases. The Last of Us Part 2 is going to be a PlayStation 4 title, but we will most likely get a remastered version or an updated version for the PlayStation 5. The next game we have a release timeline, and that is going to be The Lord of the Rings Gollum. The Lord of the Rings Gollum is a narrative-driven action-adventure game from Daedalic Entertainment with a 2021 release date. This game, like many others on this list, will definitely be a cross-generation game. And now we have Uncharted 5. With every new PlayStation console, we can always expect a brand new Uncharted experience by Naughty Dog. It's obviously unannounced because they just recently released the other one, but let's be honest, guys, Uncharted 5 is going to happen with the PS5. It's almost guaranteed at this point. Moving right along, we have Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, GTA 6 is actually rumored to be a timed exclusive on the PlayStation 5, which sounds crazy and pretty unlikely, so I'm going to just go ahead and dismiss this, but this game still is a few years away. They have no reason to rush GTA 6, especially seeing as GTA 5 is still making them boatloads of money, so a PS5 release seems obvious at this point. Coming down to the wire, we have Starfield. Starfield was also teased at E3 2018 during the Bethesda conference. Starfield is actually a rumored RPG set in space, and it's going to be released before the new Elder Scrolls game. At least that's what they said last year. I'm really hoping Bethesda has this game pretty much done and we see a 2020 release date, but they could take a couple more years and wait for the PlayStation 5 to be fully released and then release Starfield. As long as Bethesda takes their time, I really don't care. And last but not least, guys, we have the brand new Rocksteady game. This is the game I am by far most excited about. Rocksteady has been hard at work developing a brand new superhero focused game. We have no information about the game, but it'll most certainly be revealed at E3 2019 with a 2020 or 21 release date, which would be in line with the PlayStation 5 release. The rumors are it's going to be a Superman focused game. There's a couple rumors that it's going to be a Justice League game. I've seen a rumor that it's going to be a Suicide Squad game or a Batman versus Superman game. We have no information about it. Everything that you see so far is all speculation. It's all rumor. There's no concrete evidence of what Rocksteady is working on thus far. If there's one guarantee about the new Rocksteady game, is it's going to be in the DC universe because they're owned by Warner Brothers. So that's about all the information we have about the new Rocksteady game, guys. That's my list for all of the games that you can expect to be on the PlayStation 5. Let me know if there's any games that I missed or if you're excited about the PlayStation 5. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel with your notifications on, and until next time, this has been Wes, and I will see you on the next PlayStation 5 video.
Oh, thank you.